Hey, you guys, I've been here for a year and I really want to share my experience with you. So let me tell you about it. Get comfortable and let's get ready to talk. Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, Hemiko Siddiqui. So you guys know I moved from California to Dallas, Texas, and you're probably wondering after a year, what has it been like living in Texas? There's so many things that I have learned and that I have not expected to happen, and I want to share that with you guys in this video. First things first, when you're moving to Texas, everybody tells you how cheap it is. Well, it depends on where you live. If you're living in North Dallas, which Frisco area, which is where most people want to live, which is where I live, it's not that cheap, okay? I learned that coming here. Although we don't have state taxes, we still got property taxes. And coming from California, it was like 1.25% property taxes. You hit Dallas, Texas, you're talking 2% up to 3%. And so that was kind of a shock for me, an unexpectedness. So the other thing that was unexpected was the healthcare. I was expecting to go, just like I did back home in California, there was Kaiser. So at Kaiser, I could go to one building, pretty much do everything. Well, here in Texas, everything's kind of a la carte. You got to find your dentist, your specialist, your kid's doctor, your doctor. So it's a little bit different, and trying to adjust to that was kind of hard for me because of being used to going into Kaiser and one phone call and you got it all. So that's a little different, and you guys should expect that as you transition from one state coming down into Texas if you're used to just a Kaiser Permanente type environment. The other thing was the schooling here. I was expecting my kids to have a hard time going from being in the California school district to meeting new friends here in Texas. And I'm grateful and so surprised about how well they've acclimated and adjusted. My daughter has more friends than she's ever had in her life over in California. It's more diverse here, more culturally diverse. And so she has just more an eclectic group of friends than she did back home. And so that has been amazing. My son, as you guys know, was born with retinitis pigmentosa, which means he has a visual impairment. So with that being the case, I wasn't sure how he was gonna go from California down here to Texas, develop new friendships, and really adjust to a new environment, knowing that visually he was having a struggle seeing. Well, coming here, the teachers embraced him, the students embraced him, and the level of support that we have here from not only the school district, but the Texas Workforce Commission, who is helping him as a freshman in high school prepare for the workforce, is something different. Because in California, we didn't have that. We would have just going to school, no preparation from school into the workforce. Where in Texas, they're like, okay, what is it that you want to do? And my son absolutely loves cars. And so with that being said, they put him on a plan that he would take business classes that would allow him to go into the business world in the car industry once he gets out of high school. That was huge for me as a parent, because what are we all afraid of and concerned with is what's going to happen to our kids when they graduate high school. Either they go off into the workforce or they go off to college. So feeling like he has a roadmap and really having the support of the schools made a huge impact for me as a single parent. Some of the other things that were a little different for me is the water and garbage, sewer, and electric. I was not expecting to pay $500 a month, and that's about what my bill averages for the water, garbage, and electric, and trash. I wasn't expecting to be that expensive. In California, I think I was paying like $35 for my PG&E. My bills were just a little bit smaller. So those are some of the things that I wasn't expecting. And I think it's because you're here in Texas, so it's hot, which means that you're gonna be running your AC a whole lot more. And then you're inside more than you're outside at times because of the heat. So those are some of the things that took it a little bit of an adjustment in the budget, if you will. Some other things, being in a new house in a new environment, the neighbors were super friendly. In California, we're used to driving in our driveway, driving into the garage, shut it down, and we don't talk to nobody. Well, here in Texas, neighbors talk to neighbors. I love it because we've kind of come to a support system here. I drive the kids to school in the morning. The neighbor picks the kids up from school, and it's kind of like that community that I've always wanted for myself and for my kids. And being a single mom as an entrepreneur as well, it's very difficult to drop your kids off, pick them up, and service your clients. And so this has really afforded me this environment that we live in, the ability to adjust and really feel supported, not just from my family, but also from the community in which we live. So if you guys are looking to transition from wherever state you are, whether it's California, New York, or Florida, which we seem to be having a lot of transplants from those areas, I promise you, you're gonna love it here. The other thing that I have really grown to appreciate is the level of respect that the kids have for adults. Back home in California, they just do what they do. When we're here in Texas, you hear a lot of yes ma'am, no ma'am, and that's not something we're accustomed to. And kind of embarrassing to say, my kids don't even say that, because back home in California, we didn't say that. But here in Texas, you hear a lot of that no ma'am, yes ma'am, and just that Southern hospitality. The food is great. I think I packed on about 30 pounds just moving from California to Texas because the food is so good. So this adjustment has been a lot, but at the same time, although some things might be a little bit more expensive, our overall quality of life is way more valuable and more important to me. And so for us moving here, it has been the best decision ever. So if you're in the market to buy, sell, or if you're looking to move from states, consider some of the things we talked about, but if you're looking for the quality of life, Texas is definitely your place. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, some comments about your own experience from moving wherever you're from down to the state of Texas, put it down in the comments. I'd love to read it. And if you're in the market to buy or sell in the next 9 days, 90 days, you know what to do. Call your girl. We'll talk to you soon. See you later.
Bye. See you later.